Hi Year 7, I hope you've had a lovely half term. So we're going to start this half term by really getting to grips with still life. We started off, we looked at a couple of different still life artists, we worked out what still life was. But quite a few of you use the internet reading, that's great, but then copied and pasted your answers in, or your answers were very much in the same vein of what you've read. So we're going to be looking at that again. We're going to be looking at what still life is again to make sure that you all really understand, and then you're going to be moving on to doing your own still life. But it's not just going to be any old still life. It's going to be a still life that you compose, you put together, you choose the objects in the still life, and it's going to represent your time in lockdown. Okay, so it might be like a desk and all the schoolwork that you've had to do. It might be you guys might be doing loads of cooking or learning skills, so you might be thinking about cooking things. You know, it might be jars and glasses and bottles if you've been making jam or something like that. We want to produce a still life, but that links into the experience that you've had for lockdown. Some of you might be making masks or wearing masks. You might put a mask inside it. You might be thinking about stockpiling that happened at the beginning of the lockdown. Lots of people buying lots and lots of things. Did they do that in your house? Do you want to think about the toilet roll shortage? I want you to reflect on your time so far in lockdown. It could be about something you've learned, something you've learned to do, some experience that you've had. And think about in still life how we would show that, how we would explain what our lives are like now through an image or a painting. Obviously at the moment we're working on drawing, so you're going to end up doing a drawing. Okay, so the first thing I want you to do, and I'm going to type this up as well, the important questions and the tasks, so that you don't have to keep on rereading. So the first thing is you're going to write what still life is. You've done this already, but I want you to now, this time, don't look at any references. Just write from your heart what you know still life is. Okay? If you can think of any artist or style, you can put that in as well. I'm just taking my notes here. Then I want you to think about what you would put in your still life. Okay? What objects would represent lockdown. I want you to gather those objects, and I want you to almost produce an idea of what you could draw, and I want you to photograph that together. So it might be, as I said with the baking one, it might be a measuring jug, some tipped over flour, some measuring spoons, a big bowl, anything like that. Objects that kind of represent, say something about you or what you've been doing, and I want you to arrange that on a table, and I want you to photograph it like it was a still life. Okay, you can do this more than once. It would be a great idea to come up with 3 different ideas for a still life. Okay, so you're just putting the objects around and you're photographing them, and then you're going to send the photographs to me. So you'll need to send what still life is, why people made still lives, okay, what you'd have in your lockdown still life, and then send me photographs. And that's the whole task. Now hopefully that makes sense to you. I will also type this up, so you'll have written instructions to look at as well. Okay, good luck. I can't wait to see what you come up with. I think it's going to be really creative. Yeah, okay then, see you soon. Bye.